everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Lulu's Diaries. I'm Tala, and today I'm here with my friends Hawra, Yara, and Aya. And for today's episode, we're going to be talking about boats and sailing and, stuff at the beach we can do together. So before I start my episode, I'd like to greet my friends with me here. So hi Hawra, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How was your weekend?
Well, my weekend's been going pretty well. I'm really happy so far. I doing the usual. Every single Thursday I go out with my family. We have lunch, and then on Friday I usually have a gathering. And Saturdays are just like if I have any homework, I'd catch up. I don't know, just like a casual lazy day on Saturday. But yeah, it's going pretty well. Thank you for asking.
That's good actually. And Yara, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How was your weekend?
It was great. I've actually went to the theme park with my friends, and we had a lot of fun, and we went to every single ride.
Oh, that's great actually. You had fun.
I had lots of fun.
Well, that's so good to hear actually. And Aya, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I had the best weekend I ever had.
You really did? What happened?
Yeah, we went with my friends to one of my friends' house, and we burned the whole marshmallow thingy on the fire, and we almost died, but it was fun.
Oh wow, thank God you're here with us today. So for today's episode, as I said, we're going to be talking about sailing and boats and such stuff. And as you guys could see, Aya has with her this poster. I think you've been sailing recently, and can you tell us more about it?
So I actually went different places, by sailing, by boat, in the ocean. We went near so many places that I saw from the ocean. And I actually also had so much fun, as you can see in this poster. All of the pictures, I'm smiling. There's so many stories I can share with you all. So one story, I swam in the ocean. It was freezing.
You did?
Yes, I swam.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was so freezing. It was in the winter too.
Oh my God.
So many stories I could share. And one time, we were hungry in the boat, and then we catch a fish, and then we had small fireplace. Yeah, and then we cleaned it or stuff. And
it seems to be a really great experience.
Yes.
That's so cool actually. Has anyone here ever experienced sailing?
Not necessarily sailing by the word, but I've been boat riding or in a little let's say not a canoe, but it's a banana boat kind of.
Oh, okay.
And one time I was in Italy actually. I was pretty young. It was in Venice, or I don't know, but it was some place like that. It was very ancient, had lots of buildings. I loved all the details in the buildings, absolutely amazing and gorgeous. The boat ride itself was really fun also, because the man, we don't know how to actually row a boat. I'm not self-taught on how to row a boat, but there was a man with us there, and he was doing the rowing. And so we came across this bridge, and so I was how is this man going to go under? What he did is he jumped over the bridge, and then the boat went, and then he jumped back into the boat.
Oh my God.
And I was whoa, okay. It was absolutely amazing, because the bridge's height is not that high, and so the man was pretty tall, and he had to stand. He can't sit whilst rowing. And so he just jumped, and I was is this normal? Is that what all boat riders do?
That's so weird.
Yeah, but it was really fun. I was whoa! I had a little gasp, but it was really nice. I loved it. Just being in the ocean in general, even sometimes when I go to the chalet or things like that, people could borrow, rent jet skis and things like that.
Even kayaks.
And even kayaks like that, especially in the seaside. They would jet ski or kayak or whatever it is, and it would be so much fun. And I would go ahead and tell my family, oh, I want to do that. Let's go do that. And we would go rent a boat and
it seems to be so fun actually, especially going with your family. Exactly. And Yara has been boat kayaking with her friends too.
Yes, I've actually went to one of the places in Kuwait, and we went boat kayaking, and it was very fun. And we actually didn't know, it was the first experience, and we didn't know what to do. Lastly, we flipped over and we
Oh,
fell
wow.
into the
Oh, wow.
water.
That's so funny, actually. You know, I've also been kayaking with my family, and in the middle of like the sea thing, we fell together. You know, it's like this was the fun part, because like when you fell and like you're screaming and stuff, it would be so fun. Have you ever been kayaking, Aya?
No, I actually didn't, but like I have so many experiences in oceans.
Oh, okay. You'll tell us more about your experiences with oceans and stuff after the quick report. We're gonna go check, and then we'll be back with you.
Hello, lulusdiaries. My name is Jaya, and today I'm with a good friend of mine, Hamza. Hi, everyone. So after 2 days, it's gonna be the Liberation Day. So it's gonna be all about fun, and here you can have like it's the best place to go and have fun with your family, and
So what can you do here? So today we're going to be talking about many water sports, such as sailing and all these stuff. And it's a nice way to express yourself through sailing. That's what many people say.
sailing is a very, very good sport.
It's like people call it relaxing.
Yeah, it gives you like peace and quiet while you go, and it also makes time go slowly and makes us understand ourselves.
Well, it doesn't really slow down time. It can't control time, but it makes you feel like time is slowing down. I think that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how a boat would make you slow down time. Unless they have superpowers. Or
So here we're gonna have a lot of fun. So stay tuned to find out.
Hello Lulu Diary, my name is Karam, and right now I'm with the General Manager of Savannah Water Sport. I'm going to be talking to him a lot more about all the sorts of water sport and ask him to give me some information so you viewers can understand a lot more about the water sport and what goes on in this place. Assalamu alaikum.
السلام يا هلا.
عرفنا عن نفسك.
معك ناصر مسلم، المدير العام حق سافانا سيلينج شارك.
وانا اول شيء كنت ابي ابتدي بالمقابله، كنت ابي اسالك انه اشرح لنا المعدات اللي الحين موجودين.
طبعا الموجود المركز اللي يتميز فيه اللي هو السيلينج بوت، الوين سيرف، الكاياك، البودل بورد.
اشرح لنا شوي بالتفصيل عن الفرق بيناتهم كلهم.
نبلش بالكاياك. الكاياك يكون عباره عن قارب ويكون فيه مجداف حق التجديف. يكون سهل، الكل يقدر يستخدمه من غير دوره، من غير مثلا خلينا نقول شهاده او لايسن حقه. ننتقل حق السيلينج بوت اللي هو يعتبر شوي اصعب. لازم يكون عنده خبره شلون يتحكم بالشراع وشلون يوجه الشراع حق فترته وهو يكون بالبحر بالسيلينج. وعندنا الوين سيرف كذلك هم يحتاج ليسن ويحتاج دوره. والبودل بورد حاله نفس الكياك.
يعني بعد اي احد لو يبي يستمتع يقدر يستخدمه وهذه ما فيها
يعني بالضبط. يكون حق مثلا خلينا نقول حتى اللي ما عنده لايسن يقدر يستخدم في آليتين اللي هو الكياك والبودل بورد، وهم يقدر يتعلم على الوين سيرف والبودل، الوين سيرف والسيلينج بوت.
الحين اشرح لنا اكثر على الاشعره. احنا نشوف في دائما اشعره غير على السيلينج بوت، وبس شو الفرق بيناتهم وليش يغيرونهم؟
يعتمد الشراع يصير على حجم البوت الموجود. مثلا البوت هذا الحجم صغير فيكون الشراع بالضبط القياس اللي يحتاجه البوت نفسه. مثلا البوت الثاني هذا البوت اكبر فيكون الإشراع اللي عليه أكبر.
اكبر.
إي.
والحين قل لي عن السايزز، السمول بوت كم يقدر ياخذ، البيج بوت، ومتى يستخدمون البوت الاكبر يعني؟
اي مثلا عندك يبلش الاصغر حجم اللي هو هذا الموجود، يكون تقريبا يشيل شخص واحد. وفي الاكبر يكون حق شخصين مثلا، وفي اكبر حق ثلاثه، وفي هم اللي يتراوحون هذول الكبار شوي ضخمين اللي ما صعبه مناولتهم على الارض، على طول يكونون بالماء.
فهذول يكونوا يمسكون يمكن اكثر من 20 شخص يعني؟
اي يشيل، يكون مثلا خلينا نقول حجم فيه السيلينج بوت يكون 50 قدم.
والحين انتم بسافانا ووتر سبورت تعطون لنا كورسات حق السيلينج؟
اي نعم، يكون كورسات حق السيلينج، اللي هو السيلينج بوت، الوينسير. بس طبعا الكياك ما له كورس لانه جدا سهل.
اي. والحين كم يبي له الشخص بالكورس لحتى ياخذ السيرتيفيكت او الليسن ماله لحتى يقدر يسوي السيلينج لحاله؟
على حسب المدرب. ساعات المدرب مثلا يعطي دورات تكثيفيه، يقدر يخلص، يعطي اللايسن خلال مثلا اسبوع، اسبوعين، شهر، على حسب تكثيف الدوره.
فهو حسب كيف هو الكوتش بيقرر انه يعمل يوزع الوقت.
بالضبط.
شكرا كثير على الوقت معك، يعني فهمنا كثير اكثر عن كل ووتر سبورت، ويعني هلا صرت بعرف شو فيني فرق بيناتهم وليش الاشعره غير وكل شيء. سلم ايديك، والله ما قصرت معنا، كان شرف عنا ان نكون عندك here.
حياكم الله.
Thank you all viewers. I hope you've all understood a little bit more about what everything is about, and I really recommend you guys to try these water sports out, as they're really fun and they're very interesting, and I'll see you right back at the studio.
Hi everyone, I'm Tala and welcome to a new episode of lulusdiaries. Since now we're in February and like all the celebrations happening and everything, I'd like to wish everyone a happy National Day, and I hope everyone's been enjoying the celebrations and having fun. And Lulus Friends Diaries are actually celebrating it in a different way this year, in which we're here at this at the beach, and we're having fun and we're enjoying. We're doing so many different water sports activities, and actually we've been here last year too. I and Karam here came, and we've tried so many other different activities, and it was so fun actually for us. And I really encourage everyone during this time to go out and enjoy their time as much as they can, because what's better than celebrating your national day of your country with your family and friends. And for today's episode, we're going to be talking about different water activities, and one of them is sailing actually, and we're probably going to be trying it. And we're also going to be talking about paddle boarding. And in the studio, we've also talked about the fishes and types of fishing we can do when we go out and stuff, and I always talking to us more about them. And one more activity I actually wanted to mention was parasailing, which is one of the most trending activities now, in which you go on a parachute on the boat, and then you would go up, and it is so fun. And I hope everyone tries these activities. Even if you guys get scared, I advise you all to try them, because it would be so fun for you to go and try new stuff. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you. welcome back, dear viewers. I hope you liked the last report as much as I loved it. And so I want to get back to what we were talking about, which is Aya's experiences, and I'm so excited to know more about them because like there seems to be so much stuff that's happened, and I really want to know them. So can you please start telling us them?
Okay, so me and my friend, our dads are like really close friends, and they always go like boat sailing and get like so many fishes. And that what I know about like sailing these stuff, they like take forever maybe to just get like 2 fishes or something.
Oh my god.
Yes, like they take forever, maybe days or something. And one time, me and my friend, we were like so little, we were like 5 years old or 6 years old or something. We went to Felice by the boat, and like the waves were like so huge, and like we almost even died, really, I swear I'm not kidding. Yeah, and then like we arrived there finally. And then like I still remember every single thing we did. Like we played in the swings, we ate noodles, I remember everything.
On the boat?
No, on like Felice and
the island.
yeah, and even also like we had like one day we slept there.
Ooh, that's cool. And did you actually try to do fishing or something?
Yes, like one time, me and my friends I invited all my friends like to this like boat and these stuff. We sat and all of us like were holding like our like these things. I forgot what's called. Yeah,
the
kind of a need or something.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah.
And then we were like holding and like waiting, and then I finally like see like somebody.
You did?
Yeah, something is pushing me, and then I pulled it and it was a fish.
Oh wow,
was really fun.
That's so cool actually. I love that. Did anyone ever hear like went fishing? Did you ever try to do fishing or something?
Fishing? Not necessarily, no. What about you? Did you ever fish?
I've actually tried going. I've tried fishing when I was 2 years ago in Vienna, and to be honest, I've actually didn't
You didn't get any fish?
I didn't get any fish, and I didn't like it. If you like, also in the pictures, I wasn't very happy because I wasn't really into fishing and stuff. But in this age, if I went fishing, I'd really enjoy my time.
Yeah. The thing with fishing is that it links, like it reminds me of people getting seasick, and so I think that's why many people wouldn't literally enjoy fishing as
Yeah,
much.
it's true actually. And like it needs so much patience because like
does.
as I said, it takes so long just to get a fish or two. So if you can like kind of wait till you get the fish, then you can go fishing. But like for me, I've never been fishing. It seems to be fun, but I really don't have any patience. I'm like, yalla, come the fish, come, where are you? I'm waiting for you. I really don't think I can go fishing, but as I said, she went fishing. So how long did it take you to find the fish?
Like 2 hours or something. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you have to be really patient.
Yes.
And for me, like, I'm not patient at all.
Same.
At all. Like patience, me and patience, it's a hate relationship.
Wow. And like, did you eat the fish or what did you do with it?
Yeah, like long time ago, we like had a fish and like shrimps for the fishes to catch, and then we like cooked the shrimps and put like barbecue sauce on it. It was like delicious.
Wow.
I'm serious. Yeah, I didn't hate it, and then I got sick, of course. Like maybe 2 days after, I got very sick.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
You know, I think fishing would be a cool thing to do during your vacation, especially if you have so much time and you're bored. Go fishing, and what would you lose, you know?
Exactly. It's really good for like summer because there's a beach, you could swim there, you can fish.
And you'd actually take so cool pictures.
Yeah.
Post, actually.
Exactly.
It would be so cool actually to go there, take some pictures, and like, you know, especially if it was with your friends, I think. Like even if it was your family, for example, if you have your cousins like from your age, it would be fun. And if you were with your friends, like school friends, like it would also be fun because like you're together and then you know start doing some jokes and enjoy and have fun. It would be cool, especially that it takes so long to get a fish.
Yes.
I really wish I could go fishing someday. I'm kind of exciting to like kind of go fishing. Wow, that's weird. So do you have any other experiences that happened with you on the boat?
Yeah, like me and my dad were like holding like this thing again, and like we wanted to catch a fish, and then my dad like caught a catfish, and then I said, oh, we could like eat this fish, and he said no, we couldn't eat it at all. And I said, why? And he said, catfishes is not like nice to eat, and it's not like, yummy. You could like get poison or something. And like when he caught the fish, it was like so sharp. He had like these things. I don't know what's called.
Yeah,
Yeah. If like he hit his hand, like he would like get so.
Oh
I
my
don't know,
God.
something poison.
Oh wow.
And there are like so many catfishes in summer, including me in summer. In winter, sometimes no, there's no much catfishes.
Oh, okay, that's cool actually. Do you know what are some of the different types of fish?
I actually know like beidi, hamur, maid. My favorite kind of fish is maid to eat. I really love maid.
Thank God. Probably everyone's favorite kind of fish is like the ones made to eat.
Yeah.
So now we're talking more about fish and sailing after we go check this quick report, and then we'll be back with you.
I love drawing kayaks. Hi everyone, I am Mayar. Welcome to Lulu's Diaries. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Kuwait's different ships. Ever since the 17th century, the people of Kuwait have been using many different types of ships, otherwise known as dhows, for multiple purposes. One of the most famous and used ship is al-boom. There are many kinds of al-boom used by Kuwaitis. One of them are called the al-boom ghos. It is used for pearl hunting. Others include the boom mai, which is used for freshwater delivery. Meanwhile, the large ships are called boom safar, which is used for long distance sailing, and the boom ghata is used for short distance sailing. As we can tell, it is no doubt that Kuwaiti ships played an important role in Kuwaiti's history. In view of their means, transportation, trading, and obtaining materials, all of which are extremely vital to Kuwait. With that being said, I hope you guys are looking forward for what we have in next. Thank you. Bye.
Hey guys, my name is Jahfer Mahdi and today we are by the beach in Kuwait. Now, as you guys probably already know, the world is mostly covered with water. There's more water than land, and that means that we can't always explore the whole entire world. But fortunately, humans were smart enough to develop sailboats and different means to exploring the wonderful and vast seas and oceans. One of those methods is by using sailboats. And here in Kuwait, we have very nice beaches that everyone loves to discover and play around in, which is why we have many sailboats and different varieties of sailboats. There are cruising boats, boats that are for leisurely times. You want to go out to just sit down with your family and look at the beautiful seas. Then there are very competitive race sailing boats, which are very hard to master. You need a lot of practice, a lot of training to know how to steer everything. And then we have the normal dinghies, the ones that are for beginners and for around 2 to 4 people. Now, sailing could be very tricky because obviously you're not on land, it's out in the sea. And that means that there are many, many precautions you have to take to make sure and ensure that you're safe at all times. Now let's go over those things that a clever sailor has to abide by. So first of all, you have to always make sure that the boat has supplies for emergencies, first aid kit and things that, just in case you are in trouble, can aid you. And to make sure that the boat doesn't flip over, you have to maintain an equal distribution of weight. Because as you already know, if there are, let's say, 4 people and all 4 of them are on one side, the boat is going to tip over. And apart from that, the sailor, the main one, has to be very smart, very intellectual, and have very incredible decision making. Because if the sea is very horrible, the conditions are bad and not suitable for sailing, you don't go sailing. Even if someone paid to go sailing, you have to postpone it to another time. And apart from that, the sailor has to have many other skills as well, like team working, telling the team what to do, giving them tasks, and being very disciplined. Not being crazy, not being very rowdy and trying to amuse people by doing stupid things. Following the laws, safety, and just making sure that they're smart and coordinating with the rest of the team. So there are many things to learn when sailing. You can become a professional sailor, but I don't know too much about it myself and we don't have that much time. So thank you guys for watching and I hope to see you guys again next time.
Welcome back, dear viewers. I hope you liked the last report and enjoyed it as much as we did. And now I want to get back to what we were talking about, which was fishes and sailing. Now, you know that sailing, actually there are sailing competitions that happen like in other countries. I'm not sure if they are in Kuwait, but I know that there are so many in other countries, and like people would really try their best to actually win. They would go on boats, and like boats that would be expensive actually. It would be so expensive to get the boats, and then they would start sailing and like till they win, and it's probably so fun. But as for me, for my experience, I went sailing once and it was really scary actually. It was so scary because like there were so many waves, and I was with Karam, and then like the waves were coming and the boat was like going to the back and going up.
Yeah.
It was really scary actually.
That
Karam
builds
enjoyed
up,
it.
like your nervous level, and you're like, what's going to happen?
Please, I was like, please, and like there was this coach with us. She's like, it's okay, you'll get used to it. I'm like, this is so scary, I don't like it. But Karam actually loved it. Karam had so much fun. He also, we went kayaking on that day together, and he also tried surfing. I couldn't do any of these. I was so scared, like just by sailing, I was like, it was so scary, but it was fun. And you know, I just remember something, the coach told us that usually people take up to like 12 hours a day of like practicing sailing for like a month, just to like know how to start like the beginning of sailing. Like 12 hours a day, that's so long actually, just to know how to start sailing, like just the basics. And like I thought that was like so long, but it seems to be fun, but like not for me. I really got so scared. And yeah, can you tell us something you wanted to add on like the sailing stuff?
Kuwait is the best place for you to sail and go fishing because it's located in the sea, and it's their favorite thing to do. They like sailing and stuff. There are two things. There are two like there are sharks and shrimps. Usually, this is what they get: shrimps and sharks. I personally don't like shrimps or sharks or fish. I don't like any.
Oh wow, you don't.
No.
Oh my God.
So Yara, stay away from the seafood.
Yeah, probably.
That's what's going to happen.
Probably. And now I have a question for Aya. What are the equipments we need for like going on a boat or sailing?
Okay, so first, safety first, of course.
Tips.
So like life jackets, and you know, like if anything, like a fire or something in the boat is happening, you know, there's like some lifeguards like all around the ocean that stays on the boat maybe for 24 hours or something, because they check and like they have these things and like they check on all of the boats like in sailing. And one time I heard that there's one place that we couldn't sail or something. My dad was like so upset because this place was like the most fishes like are located in.
So, but why couldn't you sail there?
I don't know, they said it's dangerous or something. I forgot. This was like a long time ago.
Oh wow, actually
Yes.
that's cool.
And also one time I saw like a picture from my dad. He was like so young and he like caught a big shark. It was like that tall or something.
Whoa,
Yeah, I was like so scared. Are you not scared of sharks? Like,
everyone is actually.
yes.
Hawra, do you think that if you've ever been sailing, you would be scared, or would you like it? Or?
Well, if I were ever to be sailing, like me sailing the boat or just in a boat sailing?
Like in a boat, but like the sailing boats aren't actually the big ones. Sailing boats are like the ones that are small, but like they have this thing. You know those little boats? Do you think you would be scared?
To be honest, I feel like it depends on how the waves will react with the boat and how hot or windy or cold the day is. I would usually go sailing on like a mild weather when it's like hot or cold, not too windy, because I wouldn't want any unexpected waves hitting me. And I would expect it to be pretty fun, and it would be mutual and natural and very enjoyable. I would enjoy myself, you know, probably get with me like a little snack, because if I get hungry on the ride or on the boat, I'd have something to eat on.
Oh well, maybe that would be actually. I
Yeah.
think you would be okay, like if there were no so
I
many.
feel like
waves.
I would be okay. I feel like I do pretty well, pretty
You know,
fine.
What was like the most scary part is that the boat doesn't go straight; it goes like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also waves sometimes.
Yeah, and when they wanted to turn, I was so scared that you
And
really
it's
feel
like-
like you're. It's like
like
ooh,
it's
it's like you feel like you're
tilting,
gonna
yeah.
fall, and so I was like,
And it's
please
like
let
the
this
Titanic
end.
taking place all over again.
And like, but like I really mini Titanic. I was like, let this end, please let this end. And like at the end, it was, you know, after I finished, I was like, why was I scared? It was so fun.
It's a fun experience, even especially if you haven't done this before. Like if it's your first time, you're pretty excited to try something new. Like I know I would be like if I've never, let's say, skydived or anything like that, and I want to try it, I would probably be nervous
Of course.
from the beginning, because I've never done this before. You know, I'm not used to like jumping off an airplane. You know, so I think once I do it once or twice, I get the hang of it, and I will absolutely love it. And I think that's the same thing with sailing. If I do it
Yeah, definitely.
more, and I hope, like, hopefully, if I ever get the chance to sail or be in a boat or something like that, I never get seasick, because that would just be the worst thing ever. And I cannot sugarcoat that, but
It's
I
really
hope
would.
Yeah.
And now, do you know, like in Kuwait, are there any islands that we need to take the boat to go to?
I mean,
Yeah.
Aya mentioned
Yeah,
that she
Felicia.
might talk about it.
Yeah,
Is that-
Felicia and maybe sometimes Babian. They're actually doing a bridge through like the country to go with cars, these stuff. And like when I went to Felicia, I saw like cars. I was like so shook how
So-
there's cars.
So like before, you couldn't have cars there; it was only
Yes.
boats. But now there are bridges.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good like piece of information. I really didn't know that.
And I actually like asked my dad like, do you all have like all of the sailing boats and all of the people that have boats like have some group or something in social media? They said yes, we have a group. We all talk about what kind of fishes we got, what kind of experiences we
Cool.
had.
So like motivation for everyone.
Yes.
That would be so cool, actually. So we'll talk more about sailing after the quick report. We're going to go check and then we'll be back with you guys.
Hello everyone, this is lulusdiaries. My name is Hamza Mahdi, and today I have a very special guest today. So Adnan, please introduce yourself.
My name is Adnan Al-Attar and I am 10 years old and I've been doing this for 2 years.
Alright, so Adnan is a sailor, as I've heard.
Yes, of course.
And so Adnan, what age did you start sailing?
8 years old.
8 years old. So you've been sailing for 2 years?
Yes.
What was your experience in your first ever lesson?
My experience was when I went out, it was really tricky for me because I need to know each one, when I gotta put it and how I'm gonna put it and the way I gotta steer it.
Yeah, and this is something, since I've actually started sailing, there's something I want to ask you. Have you ever ever had your own boat, for instance?
Yes.
And what do you need to do when you have a boat?
I need to clean it and make sure there's no holes on it. And there's one hole back there. I have to make sure that it's tightened very well.
Okay. So, is there anything that makes you think that boys might be better than girls at sailing?
Yes, because men have more confidence. Girls are scared of it because maybe they will, like, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do.
Most girls.
Yes, most girls.
Yeah, but you can't say.
Yeah, I can't say this, but most girls are like
yeah,
that.
most girls.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. And what made you start sailing? Like,
I started sailing so I can have the experience. I always watch it on TV, and I want to know how it runs. It's fun, like you're free in the water. No one is with you.
that's nice. And something really important about sailing is what do you think is the most important thing, actually?
The most important thing is you have to have confidence in yourself. If you don't have confidence and you're scared and you went on the boat, you might get stuck.
Well,
you don't know what to do.
and just one last question before we stop.
Sure.
What's the most important thing to remember when you're sailing?
The most thing to remember is the stuff that's on board, what you need to hold, and in what time. Like I said, you have to put stuff in at certain times in certain places.
And don't forget,
Our mirror, our pride.
our people, our asset. Here we had a lot of fun, and I really hope that you guys had fun with us.
We saw all the sailboats, the windsurfing. It was just amazing. I can't believe such beautiful places exist, right?
Yeah, and hope you enjoyed our episode, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.
Bye.
Well, welcome back, dear viewers. I hope you liked the last report and loved it. And now I want to mention something about sailing, and that we've talked about sailing and fishing all the time, but there's a thing we didn't mention, is that sailing isn't only about fishing and going to other islands. It's about also speed. As I said before, there are competitions that happen between sailors, like the fastest one who can arrive to the just races that happen between sailors, and to take so long for them to practice for these competitions and stuff. And I really needed to mention this because I think they take so long to know how to do this, and yeah, I really had to mention this thing. And what do you think, Hawra, about sailors having races? And
Yes,
stuff?
I feel as if the engine takes a really big part in this situation. I feel as if you have to have a turbo-like engine, because sometimes some boats, they are monitored by engines and things like that. Some boats are land and kayaking, but I'm pretty sure sailing, it does have an engine in it.
Yeah, it does.
All boats, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
So it's really important for anyone, if they're going to do a sail race or sailing in general, they should check their engines before even going, because if the engine stops in the middle of the sea, think of it like that. In the middle of the sea, there's no service. That's the first thing. You can't call or do anything. I think the only thing you could do is just
I don't
shout
think
for
anyone would
help.
have their phone with them while sailing.
Or anyone would have their phone with them on sailing, and there's a really high chance that the boat could just literally sink. If it it doesn't sink, but as time goes by, it just stays like that, and it's not the best feeling or situation to be in.
But I also think that usually on the boats there are some phones or something to call if you were lost.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure that there are lots of health kits for surviving. Maybe there's a fire extinguisher inside, a really tiny one, or maybe some life jackets or little foods, or I don't know.
I wanted to add something to what you said about the engines. Actually, they do have engines on them, but it isn't usually about the engines. I just remembered this. I read this once before. It's about the wind, for example, because they have those the things they have on the boat. So it's usually about the wind. If the wind is strong, I think the boat would go.
They could tighten it, and it would direct the weight.
Yeah, exactly. And if there was no wind, I think that's when they would use the engine. I'm not quite sure, but it's usually about how the wind is going, not about the engine.
Oh yeah, so I think that's why a lot of people usually go sailing on a windy weather, or if people were let's go sailing, no, it's hot today. I think it depends. The weather has a big impact.
Definitely,
on it,
exactly. And Yara, do you want to say anything else to add on what we're talking about? Do you think you'd be scared if you went sailing?
Not really, but the first thing I would think about, as Hawra said, the weather, how the wind is going, because I wouldn't be ready for the waves to hit me or something, because I get scared very fast.
Oh,
and
sad. It's okay. I think if you tried it more than one, you'd get used to it. Actually,
it's I get scared. So if I went sailing and
get scared if there was so much
big
wind.
waves came to me, the only thing I would do is just sit there and wait until they're done.
Well, So unfortunately, we've reached the end of the episode, but before we end, I wanted to ask Aya for one last word since she's been there, and what does she think about sailing? Just a quick one.
So, I think it's really fun because like there's so many safety things. There's cameras under the boat could tell you like what is under you and everything. So I really had so many fun experiences and I really enjoyed it. And I'm going just to tell you everybody, go check sailing and go to the boats and like have fun experiences.
Thank you so much, Aya, for that one, and thank you everyone for being here with us. I hope you guys enjoyed our episode today as much as I did, and I'll see you later in another episode. Bye.